smart guy. He's got a lot working for him.
Game on. Collin Johns serving to Gabe Tardio.
That's a great start for Tardio and Daescu. And see if they, you know, when you beat the best, sometimes you have that dip, that emotional dip. Can they stay on point and possibly make this a three-peat in 2024? Oh, that ball was just long. I think Collin Johns thought it was going to be well long, but only an inch. But inch doesn't matter. Still out.
Andrei Daescu reaches in to initiate Collin Johns all over it.
Yeah, so good with that one-handed backhand going to the middle of the court as well, not bringing it back to the paddle of Andrei.
And Johns all over it through the middle on Daescu. Where have they struggled in this matchup before with the length of Daescu on the left and the fast hands of Tardio on the right?
Yeah, well, you said it. Length.
Oh, ATP and a beauty for Ben Johns.
And really, it's been the offense of Gabe Tardio from the right side straight ahead against Ben Johns. But, oh, okay, we do have a challenge. Oh, okay, so.
Very much there. I don't know. I think I actually might have seen that ball out.
Lost a challenge, lost a timeout. Resume play at 1-0-2. One timeout remaining, 2 timeouts remaining.
You okay?
Time in, 1-0-2.
Call stands.
Nope, there you go, come on.
Good lead for Daescu, something that Collin Johns is really good at, letting balls that are out go out.
0-1-1.
Underrated skill.
Watch it.
Ben looks to be moving well and taking quite a bit of court up at the kitchen line early, which is a great sign for the Johns brothers. Heavy counter from Gabe Tardio after an attack from a low position from Ben Johns.
1-1-2.
What a ball from Gabe. Oh.
Oh, Daescu.
Okay, fireworks early as Andrei thought that Collin put the finger out, but he put the hand flat, meaning that he saw that ball good.
Casual grab from Tardio. Missed that one, but oh my, just snagged the ATP with ease.
Yeah, nice patient point from everybody. Classic Collin and Ben Johns. But you can see Collin Johns not pulling the ball out wide to the Tardio forehand, playing a lot of his forehand dinks to the middle of the court early. That's a dangerous wing over there. So they're playing most dinks to the middle or to the backhand of Andrei Daescu and avoiding the Tardio forehand. So Collin Johns looking to attack the right side of Andrei's body. Early on, missed long, this time jamming him up. That's nice. Initial use of his length to start the fire from Andrei, but the counter attack from Collin, just a bit too much pace for Andrei to handle. That's a great job from Andrei Daescu filling the middle. Always helps to have a 6'4" wingspan so you can cover your backside and be a presence in the middle at the same time. And a nice job from Gabe Tardio inserting himself from the right side. As I mentioned, so many balls going over to Andrei.
Just 18 years old, Gabe Tardio, originally from Bolivia. Introduced to the sport when he was 14. Oh my, low trigger point, pulls it, gets it, and a 2-point lead with it.
Nasty. And he wasn't even out wide for that forehand. He steps to his left and almost pulls a trigger from the middle of the court from the right side. That's a nice job from Ben Johns. Just a hair too much pace for Gabe to handle.
When Gabe was asked what he loves about the sport, he said it's because it's fast, but at the same time you have to be patient. Finding that balance well here. Top of the tape.
But you can see, I mean, he had success with it earlier, but he is all the way on Andrei's side and hitting a forehand. That is a big rarity. You don't see that from a right side player too often.
Oh, he got it right inside the baseline, Daescu.
Yeah, nice job of creating some spin. Is that ball kind of at eye level of Collin Johns? I don't blame him for letting it go.
Wow, what resets from Tardio. Let cord will help, but that was earned.
Yeah, it really was. 3 quality forehand resets from the midcourt when the best player in the game is coming at you. That's nice stuff. That's a nice ball from Ben Johns. But even early on in his career, Gabe Tardio always had an offensive mindset. So kind of some of the conditions, him filling out and getting older, plus the paddle technology is just playing right into what he does well.
Ooh, a lob. And they're back at the kitchen, just like that.
We are grinding on center court. I mean, consistent dinking, and as you mentioned, in the middle of that point, Michelle, phenomenal lob, 7 overheads, and we're right back up there where we started.
You can't even gain leverage on the Johns brothers when they're back off the baseline. You finally feel like the kitchen's open. No panic in the Johns games. Point for Collin Johns.
Yeah, and it was a nice job of Andrei being on the second ball after the initial speed up, but Collin's hands were up to the task, and Andrei's going to need a little help in the middle when he starts that fire from Gabe Tardio. Gabe was late to fill. Miscommunication, one of the benefits of playing a lot of balls to the middle, even against an established team that has played so many hours of pickleball together. I was going to say, a little ambitious from Gabe not to let Andrei have that forehand, but he wins the point, so I won't fault him too much. And I think we need to strap in because we're going to be here for a while, Michelle.
Strap in indeed.
Consistent play, solid play, not a lot of loose errors anywhere, and some extended grind rallies from the kitchen line. There's that slippery inside out from Andrei Daescu. A lot of his offense early in game one has come straight ahead at Collin Johns. This time he finds the midsection of Ben Johns. Good stuff.
That's a beautiful spot from Collin Johns.
Yeah, you can see Andrei kind of twisted up. Not easy to do against the big man.
Daescu and Megan Dazan teaming up for mixed doubles. Team Proton Paddle. Fun new partnership.
Amazing hands from Gabe Tardio on that initial ball. And then Andrei Daescu using that reach to end the point up the middle. Clearly a tough bounce. Bit of frustration from Andrei. as he felt like he was in great position to contact that return.
5-6-2.
Nice counterattack. Collin mixing up his spots. He found the right side of Andrei's body a couple times, this time going all the way line, and Andrei is ready.
6-5-1.
Big play for Ben Johns.
Yeah, nice hands up at the kitchen. Won't be the first time I say that about Ben Johns, but what a show of respect. The best team in the world completely avoiding the Gabe Tardio forehand out wide when they're at the kitchen. Well, it's Noah Saraban, must be right next to the bench mic. As I've heard him cheering on Ben Johns quite a bit when he has made a nice play. Nice little step back from Andrei. I believe Collin Johns thought that ball was going to go to the middle of the court.
Ooh. Wow. Slapper finish for Gabe Tardio, calling off Daescu, who wanted to get in the mix.
Yeah, and this is great stuff from Daescu and Tardio, because this is not the same style of play as their previous two wins against the Johns brothers. So
In what way?
Conditions are different, softer, so they're grinding more. Before they were just pulling triggers, attacking from low positions because of the harder ball and the cooler air. And now in this humid Atlanta area, they are just grinding and doing it right now at about the same quality as Ben and Collin.
How much real estate Tardio takes up on the right, too, in the middle. Pinches over.
Tardio trying to mix in that lob again from the middle of the court, but it's a great point, Michelle. I mean, his court positioning is kind of wild, especially with the quality partner that he has on the left side in Andrei Daescu.
He's just begging for somebody to test his forehand down the line, right?
Nice initial speed up from Andrei Daescu, but the Johns brothers are unbeatable, so they're going to stick to their game plan. They're going to hit the ball to the specific spots that they want to, regardless of what Gabe Tardio does.
grindy point.
Yeah, some of the resets, you know, once a ball is, I mean, only 1 or 2 inches too high, they find some offense. And I mean, the frequency that offense is neutralized and how high of a percentage all 4 players are at the kitchen line is wild. There's that Collin John's counter back to the middle. So like I said, either Gabe has to help Andrei when he speeds up, or Andrei has to be locked and loaded and looking for that ball on his forehand side after he attacks.
6-7-1.
Unbelievable get by Ben Johns. Didn't matter. Daescu pulls it on Collin.
Yeah, Collin just a hair late on his slide. The only difference there than a couple of the other successful counterattacks from him.
Beautiful shot from Ben Johns. The patent and roll. He found the corner on Tardio.
Yeah, Tardio loading up heavy on the backhand side. And Ben seems to find the opposite side where his opponents are loading so frequently.
Daescu was ready for it, just couldn't execute it, and a 1-point lead now to the Johns brothers.
Yeah, and that's been the difference in game 1. Obviously not much of a difference is the action, but he's playing at a pretty balanced pace right now.
Wide for Daescu.
Oh, I think that's oh, okay, I thought it was an instant challenge, but it looks like Tardio is gonna swap out his paddle.
One of the things Gabe has told us he likes about this partnership is that Daescu is the stabilizer, to your point. He looks up to him in a lot of ways. He's the emotional leader. Oh, got him again down the line. Perhaps Tardio might start to adjust that court positioning. Burn twice now to that corner.
Yeah, either adjust the court positioning or load up more on the forehand side instead of the backhand when Ben does decide to pull the trigger. That's a really nice pull from Gabe Tardio. So deceptive, whipping through the zone, hard to read his paddle position.
So the game point with it.
counter. That is the difference of game one, in my opinion, for sure, is when Andrei speeds up straight ahead against Collin, his countering not back behind Andrei, but to the middle of the court, must have an adjustment. One of the absolutely rare misses in game one on a third shot or a fifth shot.
And a game point for the Johns brothers.
Tough break from Tardio, but what another nasty lob, but they can't put an overhead away. The Johns brothers just get back in there. What a grindy game one.
Welcome to the Picklr, where everything's better.
Everything's better at the Picklr.
Everything's better at the Picklr.
Daescu on the screen here in some trouble against the Johns brothers. Set Giants, the world #1 men's doubles team who rarely lose, and this season have only lost to these two.
Nice start for the Johns brothers, and I expect similar patterns to start game two, unless the scoreline gets lopsided. Then I could see Gabe and Andrei stepping up the aggression and try to force the pace. Nice job from Ben, not even able to fully crack that overhead. Kind of goes with the straight arm version instead of snapping the wrist, but still successful. I actually think that Andrei Daescu had better success attacking the middle of the quarter inside out into Ben John's body than he did going straight ahead against Collin Johns. See if he can possibly switch up his attack patterns. Well, as he does that, he goes right at Collin with success. Yeah, Collin a little bit different.
Played by Collin Johns down the line on Daescu, and I'll correct myself. Gabe and Andrei are not the only team to take down the Johns brothers this season. Alshon and Navratil did in Austin earlier this year, where Daescu won a men's doubles title. Not right.
Jeez. And Gabe didn't really make an adjustment as he was sitting heavy backhand once again with the attack from Ben Johns. It just happened to go long. That's a tough miss. As I mentioned, such a high percentage of all four players at the kitchen line. Very nice start for the Johns brothers, and that is very tough for Andrei. Third shot drive in the net, and now a serve in the net, ball back over, no damage done in about 12 seconds.
3-0-1.
It's just fun to see a lot of different ways to get it done in pickleball. We had Jack Monroe and Julian Arnold not hitting more than one dink at any point last night in a match that we called, and then we have this just grindy, consistent match. Heavy counter from Gabe Tardio, and I guess you can see why he sits so heavy on that backhand, is when the pace gets picked up, he seems to be on it. That's a great lean in from Collin Johns. Even though it was a cross-court attack, he took Gabe's time away by firing inside the kitchen. Ooh, that is a great mid-pace from Collin Johns. Andrei Daescu locked and loaded with a big two-handed counter. Collin went about 50 or 60% perfectly. That was a patented combination with a heavy slice dink from Ben Johns. And Collin Johns looking to make the move on the Ernie. He had it on his paddle.
Led by Ben. Daescu found Collin Johns, though, on the left.
Yeah, well, he's attack percentage on Collin when he's on the left to the right side is not high, but it's 1 for 1 when Collin's on the left, so.
Go ahead. 0-1.
That's all Collin needs. Clips off the tape, and he still wins the point.
Fended off the let cord, too.
And Ben able to get that last ball again over to the right side of Gabe's body. No soft shots to Gabe's forehand, but plenty of attacks over to that side. It pours. Not a great start to
now for the Johns brothers here in game 2, this quarterfinal action.
Speed, and not just in the firefights. Backing off the line when they are not in the advantage to block the ball, just really firing on all cylinders are the Johns brothers. Oh, just missed. Once again, I mean, we've seen that pattern 6 or 7 times. With Gabe Tardio late giving over to the right side of his body, this time tucking in that right shoulder to let it go out. Nice job.
Daescu throwing explosives to end that one.
you better ramp up the MPHs on your slams, because such a high percentage are coming back right now, and even a little lefty switcheroo in the middle of that point from Collin. Topspin drop shot from Ben Johns. And Andrei Daescu just going with the bail-out ATP attempt. And with a one-handed backhand with slice moving away from the court, almost no chance for that ball to land in. Much better adjustment by Andrei Daescu. As soon as he speeds that ball up into the body of Collin Johns, he is waiting on the forehand side in the middle of the court. That is definitely the play.
Cleanup crew in aisle 7, Ben Johns takes over.
6-1-1.
That's what it takes. You can see Andrei just almost swinging out of his shoes to try to put the ball away, and he finally does.
6-1-2.
A decent looking combination from Collin, who speeds up the line and looks for the back with the forehand, then looks with the backhand for the next shot. It's a nice counter from Andrei to put it in an awkward spot for Collin.
1-6-1.
Big serve.
Yeah, just slowly creeping. 6-0 minutes ago, and just got a couple side outs, and now 2 points on the board. What a job from Ben Johns, getting the big man Andrei Daescu off the ground. He lost his balance with that inside-out forehand dink from Ben, and that pairs nicely with the Collin Johns Ernie.
Backhand flick extension from Gabe Tardio.
Yeah, just kind of a mirror image of Collin Johns there. One-handed counter to the middle of the court. Just a smidge of frustration shown from Andrei Daescu there. That is a rat-a-tat-tat if I've ever seen one. Such heavy hands from everybody involved. And that last ball, you can see Ben Johns just extending out in front of his body. That shot getting to Gabe Tardio's paddle so quickly. And what a spot off the bounce with two hands from Andrei on the very next point.
Gabe Tardio scooches to the right and gets a hold of it.
No, that was a great scooch, and he was scooching late moments ago.
Yeah.
That time on point, he read it early and made his move quickly with his court positioning, and that allowed him to have success on the counter. Nice job of Collin Johns to stick with it, as that initial power shot from him came back pretty quickly and forced Collin into an awkward paddle position, but he still got enough of it to end the point. Just clips. That's a great rip on the two-handed backhand from Gabe Tardio on the third shot. That is incredibly deceptive, and I like this adjustment. I mean, he's attacking the body of Collin has not been a play, so he's mixing up his paces and his spots, and he found the middle of the court on that last one, did Andrei. There's Ben Johns squeezing the middle, looking to pick something off after the drop from his brother, and that forced an error from Andrei wide.
Big play for Daescu.
Yeah, he's going to need several more of those as we're getting into tenuous circumstances for Gabe Tardio and Andrei Daescu.
3-9-1.
That's a great spot there from Collin. Gabe knowing he has to hold in case Collin Johns rips that fully cross court. A lot of responsibility even for the 6'4" Andrei Daescu to cover his backhand and forehand.
3-2.
Too good from Ben Johns.
Yep.
Quick side out too.
Perfect placement, Michelle.
Uh-oh. Keep an eye on Collin Johns after that one.
I mean, when you're getting beat down a little bit, I mean, just aim for the tape and hope it rattles Collin. I mean, it's a reasonable strategy. And a missed volley there from Andrei, and here we go.
10-3-2.
Match point for the Johns brothers. Beautiful ball from Daescu, spots the opening, threads the needle, takes the serve back, surviving another match point for now.
3-10-1. Second serve.
That's 2 of those now from Andrei. All right, nice play. 1 more point on the board.
4-10-2.
Another miss and another point for Daescu and Tardio. Looking for the magic touch. Without any room left here in this game number 2. Collin puts an end on that run thought for now. Match point number 2 for the world number 1. The Johns brothers take it 11-5, flipping the script. This is not a favorable matchup for you guys this season. It's rare to say that for you two. Drop 2 matches to these guys. What worked in this one?
Yeah, you know, I guess this season is the first time we've seen that pairing, so I feel like it does take us some time to figure teams out occasionally. They certainly gel well together, so I felt like we definitely changed our strategy a little bit from last time to this time. Collin definitely came up with that, and I think it worked pretty well. Also, I feel like the energy was a little higher, which is always helpful for us, and Collin played super steady, very few errors, and that's really what works well for us.
Collin, well done out there. Early in your career, you were countering a lot with 2 hands on the backhand side, and now we see a lot of forehand scorpions and then a great one-handed backhand counter from your chest. How do those adjustments and those different shots help you when your opponents are attacking you?
Yeah, it's always great to have options on the counters, and I think that's just a testament to how much better the attacks have gotten over the years. So you could be a one-trick pony back in the day, but ever since then, I've been working on the game, definitely trying to add different shots, and the one-handed counter on the backhand and Scorpion are definitely 2 shots that I really like a lot.
Well, Ben, I know you're exhausted, but 3 wins again today for you in singles, then back-to-back in mix, playing those mixed game indoors, and then men's now with a win here. How do you pull off this high level of play and execution despite this level of exhaustion?
Yeah, you know, I felt like the week off did me a lot of good, so I feel pretty good. Maybe, you know, 90+% is always the target you're looking for, and with that, I feel like we can always play extremely well. So it's definitely about recovery, preparation, and coming out and playing your best.
All right, guys, congrats. Moving on to the semifinal. We will see you in action on Saturday.